10-minute video on how autopilot works in the plane. I'm not going to turn on the AI to fly for me. That'd be cheating. So we planned our route. It's a long route, flying over not much, no major points of interest. We visited Milan already. I'm sure it'll still be fairly beautiful. We're going to fly up to. Let's check the wind speeds actually before we set that. Because okay, so we are flying pretty much into the wind down there. What about on the air? So the wind's heading east and we're heading south, but southeast, so maybe a bit, maybe. Okay, so we don't want to fly too high, maybe. So let's go low. I don't know what the actual thresholds are for low, but also we might want to stay slightly lower because it'll look prettier. I don't know. If I say 6,000, is that? It does change the speed slightly. Does that increase that decrease our time? Not noticeably. But if I say 12,000, just does change the speed. It doesn't change the overall time. Okay, so we're just going to go for 6,000 feet up. 60,000. That'll be ridiculous. This aircraft can't handle that. Okay, so yeah, it does change the time slightly. I think maybe, or maybe not. So we're gonna take off manually. Then set our bearing to 147 on the autopilot and altitude to 6,000 feet for the autopilot, and that should let us continue. I might have to get up to cruise before I set it, so that will take 20. I won't be able to do that, but I think I can. I don't want to wait 26 minutes to have breakfast, but I think I can set up so we do have a vertical speed going upwards, but that has to remain within the parameters of the actual aircraft itself to do that. So all the instruments I'm using are actually in this aircraft, so I'm not. The autopilot is a real thing that counts because it's in the aircraft. We're using live weather, live time as always, and we've also travelled here from where I live in real life, slowly over the course of a couple of days so far, because I'm real-time journeying around the world, as I say in every video. I forgot to start from parking. I always forget to start from parking. So, well, we got a little bit of head start. We're on the wrong way. We don't have to start the engines ourselves. Sorry about that. I don't know if you care, but I like to start from parking, so I figure out how to turn everything on. But yeah, I guess we'll just take off, climb a bit, just so. Well, we'll set the autopilot first, set it upright, and then we'll take off and climb a bit. Then we'll turn it on, and hopefully it'll be able to just take over. But we'll have to do a takeoff manually. But I'll probably set the autopilot on the. Should I set it in the air? Should I fly up then try and set the autopilot? I might do that. It might be more exciting. I'll have a look at it first. It might have set it up automatically for us and we just need to press a button because we planned the flight. It does that with some things, which I find a bit annoying. But it makes sense. You could always just not plan the flight and then depart and then plan the flight from the plane if you wanted to do that, which I think we will end up doing eventually. But yeah, we're going to cruise at 6,000 feet, bearing
Tower Remus 57 ready for departure to the south at runway 35
whatever the fuck I said, bearing.
Remus 57 cleared for takeoff runway 35 right south, departure
Okay.
Cleared for takeoff runway 35457.
Cool. Oh, I don't like this plane. No, this isn't the one I wanted. This one's got fucking actual full navigation and shit. I wanted the other Cessna, I think. Probably there, but yeah. I'm gonna change plane. And this way we can start from the wrong way. Sorry. Fucking do over. Now we can start from the parking. So we're gonna have to start from. Sorry for the false start, guys. Oh well. I'm suffering the most. I have to wait to eat my breakfast until we're up in the air. I hope the other one has autopilot. I'm not sure. I haven't flown all these planes before, but I think this one is the the tutorial plane that they teach you in the inbuilt tutorial. I thought it was maybe that one as well. Plus that one's slightly faster, so it's going to take us slightly longer to get to our destination overall in this. But you know, whatever. Yeah, I always have to reset that for some reason. So depart from here. Oh wait, no. Depart from park. These are actual players, they'll get in the way, but let's park up here, so we're close to the runway. I don't think we can crash into them, but I'm not sure. We might be able to. I'm not going to try. In fact, I'm going to try not to. And we want to go that way. And when we're in the air, yeah, it adds an extra 10 minutes to our journey for being a slightly slower plane. Does changing the altitude now speed us up? Doesn't look like it. No. So I might as well go 6,000. That'd be comfortable. So that's our flight plan. We're gonna try and get the autopilot set up, take off, and then turn it on in the air so I can try and eat my breakfast whilst the plane is flying. It's the autopilot that's actually in the plane though, so it's not. You can't just turn on AI, that would be cheating. Also, if anything does go wrong, my breakfast is generic wheat biscuits. So, I haven't added the milk yet. I will do that in the air. But if I have to stop and correct and stop, I'll be risking the integrity of the biscuits. So I really don't want to do that. I need to eat it at the right texture, the right form. No one likes a soggy biscuit. You know, you want a nice bit of crunch and a bit of wetness to it. I've already poured some honey on there. That's sunk in. That's fine. I don't mind that. I like that sunk in properly. But honestly, guys, I'm risking a lot for this flight, so I really hope the autopilot does work. If this plane even has it. The tutorial I watched was for another flight simulator, but you know, they're flying planes that are the same-ish. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the right plane. I know, I have to turn thing on and stuff. Yeah, that says 7,000, so that will be okay. This is a different type of Cessna to the one I looked at, but it looks like program this autopilot. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Probably turn the plane on first, figure out how to do that. So I'm guessing that this is the that's transponder. That is altitude adjustment, because that's 7,000. It normally defaults. We said 6,000, didn't we? Interesting. I'm committed now. I'm in the plane. Let's just turn everything on. Follow the checklist. What the fuck's up with... Oh, I guess it's off, so it doesn't... That's why it's like that, obviously. We're not at that angle, I don't think. There's some dude. So before starting the engine, fuel shut-off valve. I would not have found that without that little button. So that needs to be open. Wait, open. Yeah, so I think that's open. Not sure. So tick that. Brakes. Parking brake is on. Okay, yep, cool. They seem to be working. Now how do I start this motherfucker? So, mixture. Okay, so I'm looking at oil pressure, oil temperature, fuel stuff. I think. Okay. I think that because means in. At least it did in the other one. Carb heat, cold is in, and then is that like hot? Carburet, cool. So I think that's just in. Prime, I have to primer. I'm gonna wait to do that stuff. I'll take these two, but I'll wait because I feel like some of these things need to be done together. I'm going to take that and to look at it. So throttle in 1/2 inch. Right, maybe. Master switch is there, and the ignition start is there. Okay, so primer just says as required. Cool. Don't know how to. I'll just prime the engine. Throttle's already there. Turn the master switch on and press the ignition. Right. Right. Then on. If Hey, I did it. It took a couple of times, but I did it. That was literally just how you do it. Okay, good. I'm not actually moving it though, but the engine looks like it is on. Cool. Oil pressure good? Are we good? Oil pressure is good. Well, it's just under, so that's fine. And nav lights and beacon lights. Don't need the strobe lights for some reason, but okay. Do we need to adjust the throttle for... Where is our RPM? There. It says 1,000 or less. We're less than 1,000, so that's good. I don't think this plane could handle 1,000, but yeah. Oil pressure's still not in the green, but it's just under the green. So that's fine, right? What if we fuck with that a bit? So boost pump. It's fine. We're good. We can probably fly. We okay. So now anything else? Parking brakes set. Okay. Fuel shut-off valve. Where is that? There. Well, it looks like it's open. Mixture. It needs to be rich whilst we're below 3,000 feet. Okay. That's before. Are we below? I think this is quite high. But okay, whatever. Strobe. Okay, now we have to turn the strobe lights on. You could just said that when I turn the other lights on. I'm not going to release the parking brake yet. Okay, that's still okay. So that is nose wheel. So that is the airspeed. Okay, but now that this is all on, what does this do? Okay, can we? Set altitude to 6,000. I thought that there was an autopilot here, but it's just the comms. What's this shit? So we want a heading of 147, but that's just to tune it. Okay, so that's just calibration. Oh shit, I don't think this plane has autopilot. I'm not going to pick another plane now though. Just gonna have to try and figure it out. You know, we got a long journey. I'm gonna pick a faster plane, and I'm gonna pick one with autopilot. I want to learn the autopilot. Okay, third full start. But we know how to start the engine now. I know some planes do have auto. The reason I wanted to pick that one is because the autopilot looked simple when I checked on the other one. I'm going to do some research. I'll come back when I find an appropriate plane.